Well, I think that might be a bite. We've got no more rods left in the water. And now triple take. So there we go, in the net. Oh, there we go. That'll be a take. Alright, I'm trying. Yes!
Got him!
And I've got to go and feed the alpacas. Right then, well, welcome to another video. I'm back out on the bank. A very, very different type of video this time. Some luxurious winter carp fishing. Yes, the other half surprised me in the week and yeah, told us we've booked these lodge for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday little getaway. Comes with a hot tub, beautiful lodges, unbelievable 5-star stuff. And yeah, it comes also with a lake that you can fish. So happy days. We've got Saturday, which is obviously the day we're on now, a full day to sort of try and put a couple of fish on the bank. I'm not sure exactly what's in there. I know it's a bit of a max bag, but I've got my daughter who's 7 years older than me for the first time doing a bit of fishing, so all I really want to try and do is put a few fish on the bank. There is some carp in here up to £30, so if one of those comes along, absolutely happy days. But yeah, the idea really is to try and share as many different species as we can, and yeah, just catch a couple so she gets to get that experience and hopefully get the bug like I have. So with no further ado, let's get the rods out, which you can see to my right already set up, which I managed to do last night. Let's get all the kit, it's in the van behind the camera, down to my private little swim and get fishing. Might need the rods. Oh yes, private bit of fishing. Get used to this. But my plan of action is I'm going to walk around this side. I'm just going to have a little donk around with the lead just to see where the shelf is, because I don't want to sort of fish too far over and obviously be in the shallow margin. So I've walked around here just with a sort of bare lead. Just want to have a little donk around just to sort of try and work out exactly where the bottom of the shelf is. Then what I'm going to do is, in fact I can actually see some, yeah, I can see the bottom getting plumed up there already. So I'll probably just drop a lead close to that without trying to spook them. Put in a bit of bait, and then I'm going to walk that bare lead back round just so I can kind of get the range, clip up to it, and then I can cast across without having to walk around each time, and obviously leaving my rods as I was doing so. I don't want to be doing that, so yeah, I can then cast across each time knowing that I'm casting to the area where I've put the bait in. So that's the plan of action at least. So got some 15mm bug from DNA, which has obviously gone through the chopper, so it's like halves, some bug pellet and some beta stim pellet. That's in 4mm, and then I've got some crumbed up bug as well, and an absolute lacing of the hydro spod syrup. So yeah, it's a proper stinky mix. You can see the water is quite murky, so hopefully that scent can draw the fish in. Oh yeah, it's nice and firm there, wow. And then we're just going to walk that rod back round to the swim. Get it over the top of these tall trees. 10-footers shouldn't have any problem with that. Yeah, there we go. Right then, so now we're back round in the swim. Just got to tighten up slowly to the lead. So we've got a 3-ounce lead on there, so it should be hopefully sort of enough weight to like I say, be able to sort of tighten the line up to it. Perfect. Now I know the angle of the rod I need to be when I finish the cast, which is quite upright. Give me a little bit of a chance to obviously feel for the drop. It feels like it's a lovely hard bottom. Take off that 3-ounce lead, and while we've got you, I'll talk about the rigs I'm going to be using. So, because I'm not sure what's in here, but the only thing I was told last night is there's crucians, tench, carp obviously, like I say, up to £30, I think there's about 30 carp in total, but I'm not sure if some of those have been taken out and put in some of the other lakes. Did mention they took a few out in January, so not sure what stock is like now, but I'm going to fish for everything basically. So I've got a size 8 hook there, a little kicker, and that is a 10mm PB wafter pop up from DNA, size 4 shot just to hold it down on the bottom, and yeah, just about probably 5 inches of some tungsten loaded braid, little anti-tangle sleeve, and that's going to be the rig. On there I'm just going to nick on a bag of some, what have we got? We've got some bug pellet. We're going to be putting little mesh bags of bug pellet on there and just flicking it out, fish over the top of that bait that I've just put in on this rod at least, and maybe just bags on the other 2 rods just to see if we can nick a bite early on. First rod going out. Lovely. Just sink that line. So I think we'll fish, he says, a bit of a drop on it, but not too much, because I'd expect it's going to swim towards me if anything. So there we go. One rod even is fishing. Well, I think that might be a bite. Rod's been out 30 seconds. Not even had a chance to put the other ones out yet, and the rod's gone rattling off. So it feels very small, but like I say, I don't know exactly what's in there. I know it's a bit of a mixed bag, but with some large carp within there as well, so you never know what's on the end. But I don't think it's a 30-pounder, but I think these 3 1/4 C series rods might be a little bit overgunned for some of the stuff in there. But you never know, we might need it if we get hold of that 30-pounder. Oh, here's a lovely little mirror. Look at that. Well, it is very, very small, but oh, it's gone out the net. There we go. What a beautiful little carp that is. Perfect little linear. Fair play. If it's a 30-pounder that looks like that, I'll be right up for that one. Right then, there we go then. There's a little rig. So like I say, 10mm PB pop up on there. It's a little yellow one from DNA. Size 4 shot just to pin it down. And then in there is a mesh bag of the DNA. That's actually some bug pellets in this one, so yeah, we'll see what. When that first bite came within, well, probably 2 minutes of the rod being out, so we'll see if it's that hectic the whole time. We might only have to fish for a couple of hours. Should have daughter some little ones, and then we stick some big baits on and see if we can catch a bigger one. Right, so this second rod is going to go on a, he says, very similar rig, but this time we've got a little pink Peril 10mm pop up. Perfect for this sort of, like, you know, fishing for a mixed bag. Once again, short little rig. Nick on. There it is, little mesh bag of pellet. Once again, the bug. Why use anything else? The bug is just incredible. If you haven't tried it yet, I don't know what you're missing. Wet the top tip eye, and this one I'm just going to underarm out into the middle, see if there's anything going around here. This green box over to my left on the left hand bank is actually an electronic feeder, so the fish are quite used to finding bait in the middle. It's definitely a bit deeper there. Yeah, apparently, so this box fires out pellet about halfway across the lake, and it's obviously not turned on at the moment because the water the colder months, they don't want to be feeding the fish, and obviously anglers coming and not catching. But yeah, pretty cool little invention. I didn't even know those sort of things existed, to be honest, but saves them coming around with a bucket and having to scoop it all in. Right then, so the third rod is going to be fished very similar, still a size 8 hook, but this time we've got half a PB wafter on there. So yeah, just chop one in half, still a little shot there just to help weigh it down. So obviously with a size 8 hook, these wafters are designed for size 6s and 4s really. So yeah, happy days. Nick on a little mesh bag, get it out in the water, see if we can catch another one. Seen a bit of movement down there this morning, could be absolutely anything, but keep the rods all different, makes it more interesting, doesn't it? Perfect. Oh, there we go. That'll be a take on both rods potentially. Well, we just about managed to get a third rod out before the first rod is away again. Now we've got 2 other lines to try and contend with, so keeping the rod tip low generally brings the fish in towards you, whatever the size. So it's obviously something that us carp anglers have definitely adopted, but yeah, it's very much a match style of trying to bring the fish in towards you. Once again, it's a lovely little common mirror. I am struggling today. Gosh, there we go. We've just had another couple, hence why we have 2 rods currently led up against this lovely sort of logged lined swim. Unfortunately, something happened on the GoPro, as it always seems to, and yeah, it's overheated, and so it doesn't like the footage, and so it's deleted it. Lovely. Got these lovely the cork handles on the C series. First time out with them actually, and yeah, they're lovely. Proper lovely cork handle. As you know, if you watch our videos, me and Shaun both absolutely love the C series rods. For a budget rod, yeah, they are really, really nice to play fish on. So all the bites, or we've had 3 bites now. All bites have come on the yellows. So whether they're used to seeing a lot of sweet corn in here, maybe, I don't know. Oh dear, we've got a bite. Oh, what's this one? Almost looks like a ghosty. Oh, it could be a crucian. Come on. Be a crucian. Be a crucian. Maybe not. No. Just a very light coloured common. There we go, in a net. Oh, is that a fish on that one? Look at it. See it bouncing around? Yeah, I think it is. Right, you ready? You gonna help me? So I want you to grab this handle
and pull it.
I'm gonna reel it that way. Okay. There it is down there, you can see. See where the line's going in the water?
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, he's captured.
Yeah. Right, well, Daddy's just let go 1 minute. Daddy's just got to pass the line under this rod. come around this side of the rods. We've got a right old pickle here, Boo, because we've got a net. We've got a fish in this net already. You gonna come help me net it? Grab hold of the net. We're gonna push it forwards. In it goes. Yes!
Got him!
High five. Now these are called common carp.
And they are not greasy, so I'm gonna hold one. Can I?
You can try and hold one. Let me just get all the hooks and that out of the way first. Alright, because we've got two lines in there. It's a bit of a tangled mess, alright? So let me just sort that out.
Okay, well, we caught 2 fish.
Yeah, well done. Oh, right then, well, bit of a lunchtime update for you then. So, beauty of having a lodge. Just wandered up, made myself a cheese sandwich, packet of Watsits, and a beautiful bit of Diet Coke. So yeah, bit of a break in the action. As you might have been able to hear from some of the GoPro footage, my daughter's absolutely petrified of sort of bees, wasps, pretty much anything that's small and flies. Unfortunately, there was about 5 of them buzzing around the flowers. You know, first bees or wasps I've seen of this year. And yeah, that obviously freaked her out a bit, and unfortunately that put an end to the fishing for her. But at least you got to see a couple of small little common carp. So yeah, fingers crossed there's a bit of a bug, and we've lit the fire, and then we just got to get over the fear of flies, and we'll be there. But yeah, so gonna have a little bit of lunch, then probably get back to the fishing for a little bit longer. We'll see. I'm quite enjoying catching, you know, even these small little carp, to be honest. They're just beautiful condition, and yeah, it's nice to be able to chuck a rod out and it go off within about a minute or two. So we may put some bigger baits on and see if we can target something a little bit larger, or we might just fish for another hour, catch a few more, call it a day, and obviously go for a bit of a wander as a family. So only time will tell, but I'm going to eat my lunch and then yeah, get back to it. Actually, let's have a swig of that first. Oh yes. Beautiful view. Right then, well, getting the rods back out after a bit of lunch. The wind's definitely picked up. I've just walked around, scattered a load of bait in over there, a bit like I did first thing this morning. Got rid of the bait that I brought with me. So let's flick this one out. Perfect. Sink the line and then we'll get the other rods out. See if we can get all 3 out without one going off this time. Oh, there we go. Well, we were just about to get rods 2 out. We haven't had a chance. Thought we might even had a chance to get all 3 rods out before the first one's gone off, but hey-oh. There we go, in the net it goes. I think what we'll do is we'll try and get the second rod out. Fingers crossed it goes in the wet stuff. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. There you go. 2 rods back out fishing. Right then, well, after that lovely lunch at the lodge, I thought I'd just talk you through where we are and give you a little bit of sort of information about it. Now, we're somewhere called Southview Lodges, which is near Exeter down in Devon, so it's about an hour and a half from us from Bristol, so not far at all. There's 6 lodges on site. One of the lodges has its own lake complete, so I think that's number 6, which is almost the cream of the crop. We're in one of the lodges called Oak, which shares sort of this fishing water with another couple of lodges, but thankfully for me this weekend, no one else here enjoys fishing, so they must be mad, and thank God they've got a way to hopefully try and sort their head out, and maybe witnessing me catching and hauling is gonna, you know, light the fire for them as well as it is hopefully my 7-year-old daughter. And then there's obviously a third lake as well, which is shared by a couple of the other lodges as well. So I think there's fishing out of all of the lodges. Definitely have to check that, because I am by no means an expert. Only found out we were coming here a couple of days ago, and obviously mainly looked at the lodge that we were going to in Orr. So all the lodges have got hot tubs, 38 degrees, so that was absolutely amazing at 9 o'clock this morning, splashing around the little one. And yeah, it's lovely in the winter even to come down here, sit there with a rum and coke and watching her splash around in it last night, and like I say again this morning. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing memories to be making. So I'm going to sling the rods out for another hour or so. I am really struggling for like energy and sort of losing my breath quite a lot with this sort of cold that I've had all week. It's been horrendous. So yeah, I am struggling a little bit, as you probably can tell, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I'm going to sling them out for another hour or so and then probably call it a day, because yeah, I'd like to spend some time with the family as well as try and recuperate and get ready for another week at work. So let's get the rods out and see if we can have a couple of more. The left hand rod has just gone off, just as we were getting a bit of trying to get a bit of footage of the rod tips. There we go. Another little common. The hatching continues this afternoon, just as it started. Once again, the PB's doing the business. Get in there. Right, I think it's still on. Yeah. Oh no, triple take. Alright, got a dolphin on there, have we? Alright, I'm trying. I think that one's dropped off. It's not surprising, seeing as how long it was swimming around with a barbless hook on it. Fling this one back out. There we go. First one on the pink peril. Right then, well, it might only be very small, but you've got to admit they are absolutely beautiful, scale perfect. Yeah, if they grow on to be 30 pounders, this place could be absolutely magical in about 10 years time. So maybe it's a name to watch. South View Lodges. So we've got one rod out at the moment after having that triple take. One that's already fell off, so I've recast that. Just rechucking the other two. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to give it. It is just starting to flicker with rain. Might be the last one because it is just starting to rain, and yeah, I haven't got any waterproofs or anything, but beautiful little fish. Alright then, well there we go. We've already got one in the net. One more sliding in, and that will definitely be the last fish, because we've got no more rods left in the water. It's just starting to rain, and I've got to go and feed the alpacas. So yeah, definitely going to be the last one of this little session. Right then, well, one, I mean, they have got slightly larger, the last two. Lovely little common, again, absolutely immaculate. So slip these two fellas back. Right then, so I've decided to come on inside, and I thought I would just show you around a little bit of this incredible lodge. So a quick bit of handiwork. So there we are. Hello, hello. It's obviously the entrance doors here. You come in, you've got a nice widescreen TV, a beautiful log burner, which is obviously not on at the moment because it's only in the morning, but yeah, it was fired up for when we arrived yesterday, and yeah, it's unbelievable amount of warmth coming out of there. Obviously a lovely sofa area, which was far more tidy before we arrived. This is the kitchen area, I think I spoke about at lunch, but yeah, it's incredible, like, you know, big fridge freezer area there, microwaves, toasters, an absolutely Gucci kettle. I've got to show you this. when you turn it on, it even tells you what the temperature of the water is, and then you can, 40 degrees at the moment, you can boil it up to, and it beeps when it gets to 100. I'm not gonna lie, that blew my mind. So as you come on there, so yeah, massive area, isn't it? You know, nice wide table, bottle of champagne when we arrived. Thanks for coming. If we go into here, it's just the bedroom I'm staying in, so I've been quite luckily. The wife's having to sleep in with the little one because she gets a little nervous when we're in sort of new places. So I've made the bed similar to how it was when we arrived, but it was far more sort of well made and well kept. Nice big area, loads of mirrors if you need to look at yourself. It's not a problem for me because, to be fair, I don't really want to see the hair falling out when I'm in this. Lovely, lovely bathroom area. Yeah, absolutely, like, you know, it's top end, like I've mentioned, it's 5-star. Yeah, everything is really high end, no corners have been cut. Huge amounts of storage in all of these cupboards and things like that. You know, it's just if you were here for a while, or even a week, and you were properly going to unpack. We've obviously just come up sort of Friday late afternoon or evening really, and by the time we've arrived, really it was just a case of getting the stuff in, dumping it where we can. We've only got all day tomorrow, and then we've got to be out at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So in that room there is another bedroom, but in 2 singles. That's an absolute bomb style because of obviously the little one being there, and yeah, they've just caused carnage in there. But yeah, what an incredible setting. And then as you go out into the sort of decking area, which I think is what sells it, this is just amazing, you know. We come out here, it's all AstroTurf. The hot tub over there with the wife and little one enjoying themselves over there. And this is where it is. You come out here, parking area there. Beautiful, beautiful lake. Rod's obviously lent up a go at the moment. And there is your own private fishing. What more can you want from a luxurious fishing weekend away? Right then, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. It's been another hour or so. We've had another 6 carp, nothing massive obviously, but yeah, it's been nice just to get a bend in the rod, and it kind of reminds you of why you probably started fishing, you know, the excitement of the alarm going or the reel ticking and not really knowing what's on the end. Obviously there's a 30-pounder swimming around in the lake in front of me, and it would have been lovely to have caught that, but at the same time, sometimes maybe the mystery of the unknown is something to come back and maybe try and target the next time. So yeah, I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon feeding the alpacas and sheep with the little one, and obviously then in a hot tub later on with a rum and coke. So yeah, the afternoon looks good. Hopefully wherever you are in the world, you're having a lovely day as well. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, check out some of our other videos, because this is by far not our normal style of video. We obviously sort of generally are targeting slightly larger carp, but also probably the quality is slightly higher as well. I'm feeling absolutely dog rough, but I just wanted to try and document something while I'm here because it's such an amazing venue. So yeah, somewhere that hopefully if you've enjoyed the video, you might think about coming as well. So I guess until next time, all I need to say is get out on the bank, be lucky, follow us on all the social media, showing down below at the bottom of the screen, and until next time, enjoy your fishing.